Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, yeah, buddy. I'm ready.
Recording in progress.
Ah.
It's that time of the week again. Prepare yourself for the surveyors of sauce, the sultans of spaghetti, the whispers in your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What's Your Spaghetti Policy podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Alex and Jacob.
Hi there, and welcome back to the What's Your Spaghetti Policy podcast. I am your co-host, Jakub Spaghetti, joined as always with my lovely, I guess also co-host, Alex Ozdog, Lord Spaghetti himself. How are you doing today?
Still don't understand how the dynamic works.
I don't want to call myself the host because I don't like...
Because you're not.
Yeah, exactly, because I'm the co-host. I'm here, I'm backup singer.
I'm the host and you're the co-host.
Yeah, that's
but
why I
you
said
called
it.
me. No, you called me the co-host.
Because I didn't want to bounce it back to like, oh, I join with my, as always, with my host. Because I feel like if I'm introducing you, it feels weird for me to like come back and be like, oh yeah, my host over here. Like then if you're the host, you should be opening. You know,
I'm the host. Not necessarily.
I guess not.
We are co-hosts together, but like, I would not refer to you as the host. I refer to you as the co-host.
Yeah, because we would have like a segment where I am the host, right? Like, be like
We
okay.
did that once and it was a disaster.
It wasn't a disaster. I just think that I haven't done it enough to feel comfortable in my own skin.
It was a disaster.
I mean, I think that it's
It was a
arguably
disaster.
it was fine.
And considering that I am the only one out of the two of us that's never missed an episode, I'm the host.
That's because you won't let you miss an episode. So
Because I don't want to miss an episode.
exactly, because you don't want to lose that title, is what it is, right?
I could still miss 10 and still be the host.
Yeah, I mean, you could be the host. I don't care. At the end of the day, I don't care who's hosting the show.
I don't either. It's semantics, but it's still where I still am in the belief that words mean things. So I know I'm one of the few.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome back to the What Your Spaghetti Policy podcast. We
You
are
didn't even say that right.
the Spaghetti Boys. Welcome back. This is episode 322. And if you've been here for all 322, I'm sorry.
It's
Mainly.
kind of dry.
It's, we have to come in with a hard open every now and then, I think. I think it's good to chop up the monotony a little bit,
Sure.
So, but, I mean, what have you been into, buddy? Have you been,
Fine.
That's good. All right, moving on.
Just doing stuff. Softball has consumed my life.
Yeah, man,
Not
you're,
my
you're
life.
softball parents now, dude. You're just like it's a different kind of life, that's for sure.
It is. Yeah. Well, Saturday we played 5 games in one day.
Yeah, they'll taste the tournament lifestyle, man. Came to one of them. It brought me back.
The worst one. The worst one.
Arguably, I was like, if I'm here and they do bad, that means I can't come back because they can only do better. So
They literally won the next game.
yep. They saw that I wasn't there.
It
and
was
they
a
were
close
let's
one.
win this one. So
They won by 1 in
Okay.
extra innings.
that's all it takes. 1 point.
And then played the 3rd game, got fucking smacked around. Played the 4th game, the same team they played in the 2nd game, and beat them by a couple runs. Then the final game they played, which was the championship game in their bracket, played the team that beat them in the 3rd game
Okay.
and smacked them around again.
So you got a little taste of everything. So
Well, we're a rec league team, and everybody else was a travel team.
yeah, I mean, there were definitely, yeah, absolutely.
And
the first team you guys played
The
was
thing
definitely,
is like, I feel like there's a cap on rec league as a team. Like there's only, because it's still coach pitch, and I feel like all of those travel teams that we played should not have been playing should not have been playing coach pitch,
yeah, I mean,
because I feel like
yeah, they're definitely a higher caliber player. Like they probably could have moved up to the kid pitch
from my understanding, the cutoff is December, and like January is when you move up. I don't know, like it just depends.
I wouldn't.
But
be
those most of the
shocked if they
most of
were,
those
like-
girls were like the first team we played that came from Clarksville. They were like, yeah, this is our last tournament together
Nice.
until we move up.
Yeah.
So because like they were like drilling the ball, dude. Like
Oh,
every girl hit.
I just got really dizzy all of a sudden. I don't know what that was. I felt like I was falling, but anyways, it's probably nothing.
Vertigo, dude.
I just fall over. I just like fall over dead. Honestly, this is if I do die during an episode, just post it. Just post it.
I mean,
I guess
I
it depends
probably-
on how brutal I die. I guess I probably should say. If I just fall over and like I fall off a camera, just cut it there and still post the episode. So
I mean, I probably would, yeah.
that's fine. I give you permission. Shelby, if you're
What's
watching this, I give permission. It's okay. So
Yeah. I was supposed to do the thing this weekend, and it sort of brings up a point or a point of conversation of like when entities, it's all sort of circumstantial, I guess, but when entities have responsibilities to a consumer, more so like if you are in the business of like a customer service business, or you are let's just use this entity, if you are a thing that is hosting a bunch of people, this is very old man yelling at the clouds on my soapbox, like boomer take, get off my yard. But like in the age of social media in 2025, especially if you are an entity, I'm not calling out any names specifically, but let's just say you are a like a convention.
yeah, you
are
run a
Comic-Con.
convention. Yeah.
You are a Comic-Con, right? And so part of your marketing is you post periodic updates of people that are going to be there. You start like a year out saying, you know what, 2026, so and so is going to be in town, okay, right? Or 2025. So I have known about this convention for at least 6 months. I remember texting Ian being like, yo, I'm finally going to meet Nolan North, which is Nathan Drake himself, Mr. John Uncharted. It's one of those people like I would like to meet him and sort of express how much the franchise has meant to me. And he's finally, it's like I would go to a con and like he's just like not there, or he's like there the next year that I don't go, sort of thing. So it finally worked out to where he was going to be at one that was within driving distance.
Gotcha.
And I don't know, man. I just had this weird inclination. I was like, I'm just gonna hold off on buying tickets until like the week of,
Yeah.
because it's not gonna sell out. It's a Comic Con. It's not gonna sell out. And I would check sporadically for the last 6 months, being like, okay, he's still on the list. Okay, cool, he's still on the list. All right, great. The first problem is this assumption that everyone does things with the impression that everyone has a Facebook,
Yeah.
and
Which is stupid.
I mean, obviously, I know a lot of people that have Facebook, but I know a lot of people that don't have a Facebook.
yeah.
And I just think that it
feels like such an old person thing.
it's
to have a
irresponsible
Facebook.
if your only means. I mean, okay, let me preface it. If Facebook is the only way that you like send out information, it is the only way, then I have a little bit more of a leniency for that. But if you have an Instagram and you have a Twitter and you have a website and you have a Facebook, I don't think that you should just lean towards one, because again, you're assuming that everyone has a Facebook, right? So as a consumer, as someone who has planned on going to this event for 6 months to meet Nolan North, like I don't blame Nolan North for canceling. It's like whatever, shit happens. You gotta be
Yeah,
busy
I mean,
schedule.
yeah, because like.
But I went to go buy tickets on Tuesday, and before I did, I made sure to look at the guest list, and I don't see his name, and I'm like, that's weird. So then, like, I looked again, then I went to their Twitter, then I went to their Instagram, and then I was like, okay, well, it's not on the website, it's not on the Twitter, it's not on Instagram, so I don't know, maybe it's weird. Then I go to look at the schedule, and then there's like a panel of like, because like Billy West was also going to be there too, so like, and that's the voice of I think Fry from Futurama, and amongst other things. But they were doing like a panel of like voiceover actors, and his name was still on the panel at like 3 o'clock or something. So I'm like, okay, I'm internally planning when I need to get there so that I can stand in line and do that whole thing, and then he, whatever. Well, then lo and behold, I'm like, I think he's canceled. I
Yeah.
think he's canceled. So then I had Christina look, because she has Facebook, and 2 weeks ago he canceled.
Yeah. So I feel like something they should
Wait,
have
but hold on.
updated for sure. Yeah.
And it was on their Facebook. That's all fine and dandy, but I literally checked last Thursday and he was still on, and they hadn't removed him yet. And by the way, I had checked on Tuesday. He was still in the panel, right? So I made the right call by not buying tickets,
Mm-hmm.
which is something I typically don't do. I don't know. This is one of those weird. I just
Like
had
the
a feeling.
universe is giving you signals, and your
I
spidey
just do.
senses were like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold off for a
yeah,
second. Yeah,
yeah. And because herein lies the problem. And this is the scummy part that irritates me because you can buy packages. You could have bought like a photo op package,
mm-hmm.
right? And they refunded those people. But had I bought a general admission ticket, I would not have gotten refunded because for me personally, the only reason I was going was to meet Nolan North. Now, yes, I would have walked the show floor and
Yeah,
perused and all that, but my main purpose of going was for Nolan North. So had I not done my due diligence as a human being,
yeah,
I would have been out 45 fucking dollars.
and like
Plus the gas and the food and everything else and the dog sitting and everything else that takes in like to leaving, by the way, traveling an hour and a half to go to a thing
yeah,
and spend all day there. Have to have someone come get the dogs, check on the dogs. Someone's got to watch Zoe because she wasn't going with us. Like there's so much that goes into that. And I'm not saying that anyone should give a fuck. But it's like these are things that are real life situations that real people do. And I just think that it is just completely irresponsible for any business of whether it's a common convention or whatever that you're not better. Like again, we live in an age where information, true or false, is so easily spread. Why is it so hard for people to like update?
yeah, to spread that
Because
information.
it feels like
Yeah,
you again, it's just like, well, okay, it's Nolan North. How many people were going specifically? Okay, five. So five people don't show up because of that. You don't really give a shit. But like again, from my standpoint, from my point of view, for me personally, one of one, I'm fucking irritated by it,
yeah,
and I should be
absolutely, because it's one of those
because
situations in which you show up, and he's not there. You're all upset about it, and like they don't care at all. They'll just take your money, right? But if it was
right,
like on a global scale, or not, like if that one story was blown up and like more than 5 people cared about it, then they'd be all of a sudden they'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, they are the bad guys in the story. But it's like this taking for granted of just the normal everyday guy that like they're like, oh, I don't give a shit. I'm taking your money. Like,
right,
what are you gonna do about it?
and
So
and it's just gonna be like, well, then someone's gonna be like, well, you should have looked before you left. And it's like, bitch, I've looked for the last 6 months.
yeah,
Like at least 10 times for the last 10 months. And
it's the victim
again,
blaming thing again. It's just
but
so annoying.
then you can literally look and see that he's not showing up, but he's still on the schedule for the panel. So like
Hey,
what are you going to do there? Well, we can't update everything. Why?
it's
I
2025. There are hundreds of services out there, like free ones at that I'm sure would post a post for you on
Dude, you
every
used to
single
have
platform.
TweetDeck, right? Well, TweetDeck was a different thing, but
But
literally
there's hundreds of programs that probably work the exact
right
same
where
way
you
TweetDeck
can
works. Yeah.
where you can say one thing and it spreads the information out because I guarantee you there are many. I mean, I know a lot of like famous people use publicists and people that run their social media accounts. I get that. That's their full-time
But if
job.
you're the host, if you're this host of the con, right, and you're not doing that, it feels
Like you couldn't
dumb.
like that's
You're
what I'm saying.
stupid. Sorry to be throwing out some harsh words, but
No, it's just irresponsible. It's
absolutely,
irresponsible to the point to where like I don't even want to go next year. Like I don't care who's there.
yeah,
Because
because
it's not like it's in my backyard.
yeah,
And typically, like I don't typically go for like one person. Now, in a perfect world, I would have had issue two, and like because I had tried signing up for it. This all came about because I had looked at a table to have for the weekend because full transparency, this is like literally the town beside where I went to high school.
damn,
So
dude.
like I would have leaned into, oh yeah, I went to such and such high school, blah blah blah. But like then the tables were sold out at that point, and then that's when I looked at the guest list and I was like, holy shit, Nolan North is there, Alan Tudyk is there, oh my gosh, Bam Margera, like legitimate
That's
fucking people.
there's a name. It's
What?
Bam Margera.
Oh
It's gonna
yeah,
be
but I mean there was a ton. Like honestly, the guest list there was better than our local con in July. Like the guest list was better there,
yeah,
and so it's just like, okay, whatever. But then as I was like looking, I saw that like some merchant tables had opened up, like people had dropped out,
Mhm.
and it was like, oh well, like in a perfect world, I could have had a table and went up there and done all that. Didn't
Snagged
work out
one at a
though.
discount because hey, you got tables to fill out there. Looks like you need
But that's
somebody.
another thing too. Like if you're looking for tables to fill 4 days before the show, should you have to pay full price?
Mm-mm. Absolutely not.
But then you run into the problem of everyone who paid, a year in advance. Well, how come we don't get a discount?
Because they paid a year in advance. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Like it's that's the. Do you yell at the people at the hotels whenever people are showing up getting a better a price than you did because the hotel's trying to scramble and fill the rooms? Like no, you wouldn't do that. That would be insane. So it's
Well,
like
that's not advertised.
it's neither is getting a
It's
table at a
implied.
discount.
Well,
Yeah,
it might be. It said, hey, it could be like, hey, we're looking to fill these two
but
tables,
it's also a risk
low
versus
price.
reward situation because let's say they got 4 tables to fill and you wanted to say, oh, well, I'm going to try and snag a discount and those 4 tables fill up before you get a chance. Then you're out the money of going at like. So I mean,
Sure.
it's like it's one of those situations. It's a risk reward, but I mean, if you're going to sit there, so that people who paid full price are going to be upset about it. It's like, okay, wait in lecture, get a discount. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you're.
I
Upset
mean, they
about
don't give a
this.
shit. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like a weird non-refundable cancel fee or some bullshit too. But like in this situation, it's not necessarily like who's at fault. They're at fault, 100%. They're at fault because I did more than I should have ever had to do. But
Yeah.
but I'm also again I did my responsibility as a human being. If like I'm leaving town, I have to travel. I've got to make all these preparations. I'm verifying before I go that everything is set in stone. It wasn't.
I
Therefore,
guess a good life lesson for everybody out there. Like if you're planning on doing something for a specific person, make
not
sure
even just in general. This is just in general. If you're planning on
yeah.
doing anything, always double check, maybe even triple check. But
That's
in
what
this
being a carpenter
situation,
they always tell you.
what what is the like line of responsibility for this sort of thing? Like what do you think is the minimum they should have had to do? I
At the
mean,
minimum, have a roster of people who are going to be there that are like it's updated to date currently. If somebody drops off, I want them off the
I
list
think
and
I
updated on the
think
website at the minimum. You know?
well, the website definitely, but if you have multiple social media accounts, there is no excuse why they're not all updated. Because again,
Yeah.
you are in a specific circumstance where you are advertising people to come to your thing. You're not sending out random tweets. You literally your entire point of Twitter is to advertise people who are going to be there or people who are like have canceled.
Your event is coming up in 2 weeks. If your job isn't solely let me make sure all my socials are up to date and make sure everybody knows who's going to be there,
Dude, they
you
hadn't tweeted
fucking
in eight
shouldn't be running
months.
the thing. You shouldn't be running the thing. Sorry, it should go to
I,
somebody
I
else.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you don't need a Twitter.
I'm saying it. I don't, or maybe just only have a website. Yeah, you don't need to have any social. If you can't,
You can. I mean, you can.
I don't
My thing
know.
is, you can have one. Have if you just have a Facebook, but once you open the floodgates of well, we have a Facebook and we have an Instagram, because like their Instagram was more updated than their Twitter, but their Instagram wasn't as updated as their Facebook, and the stuff that was on their Instagram was not on their
I
Facebook
can
that I
only
could
imagine
see.
there's a bunch of old people running it. That's the vibe I
I,
get.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
And I know that it is incredibly stressful to do those sort of things and just to like organize it. Not speaking from personal experience, but knowing someone personally who
yeah.
has orchestrated a
Hopefully we're
small
not.
a small convention.
We're not talking shit about him, but he's like, I
I'm
can't
not.
help it,
I'm.
guys. I don't. I got too
I'm.
many to
I'm.
run.
I'm literally not talking shit about anybody,
No, I
and,
know.
and it's just like I just feel like there is the bare minimum is not even being met on most things.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
yes. Yeah, I would
but again,
100%.
like, what is the bare minimum?
You know, as much as
Are
they
you,
can get away with, I
eh, eh,
guess. At the end of the day.
is a consumer even owed like a cancellation
Yeah.
information? You know what
I
I mean?
mean, I guess okay. Theoretically speaking, if
If
somebody
you've not paid
if
anything,
your whole reason for going is just to go to a con, then I don't think so. But if your whole reason is for going to the con is based around one specific person, there's not really a way for you to tell them that. So it's like kind of hard for them to know. And it's same. So I don't know. I don't know, man.
but I, again, I've never had to organize one of these things, but maybe it's just because of the way my brain works and the nature I am as a human being. If you have to at least assume that a large portion of people are going to revolve their day around certain events and certain people. So like people, like if you know what I'm saying, like people need to know up to date who's actually going to be there, so that way they might change their
It
plans.
just
Like,
seems so stupid. Why you can't just be like, hey guys, as soon as somebody drops out, be like, hey guys, sorry, Danny DeVito couldn't make it. We're gonna have to take him off the roster. Check the website for more details. Like, do one of the stupid dumbass Facebook posts where it's just letters on a blue ass background, and you post it on Instagram, you post it on Twitter. Like, it's just like it feels
their
very
Facebook thing was that it said breaking news: Nolan North
Okay.
had to cancel.
Why
But
can't you take that same picture, post it on Instagram, take 2 seconds, log in real quick, post it on Instagram, take 2 seconds, log into Twitter, post it on Twitter. When you start breaking that, it is very negligent. It's just like, guys, come on, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing here? You know, it's like,
and it's like, okay, maybe they forgot this specific person. Wrong, because 2 other people had canceled that I noticed that were on their Facebook was not on the other 2 social platforms.
Also, I think in 2025,
so deactivate your Twitter. Deactivate your Twitter.
I think in 2025 too, we just need to get away from the fact that like everybody uses Facebook to begin with, right?
That was my second point. Like the assumption that everyone just has a Facebook.
We have several friends that are just like, or my family even used to do it, where it was like we were having a get together on this day, and they're like, oh, okay, I didn't know about that. Like, it's like, oh, well, it's on Facebook. I'll fucking hit you, okay? I don't have a Facebook. I haven't had a Facebook in years. Neither does Shelby. So it's like,
I'm at a decade right now,
and it wouldn't be bad, right? If it was like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to invite you then personally. Like, if that was the case, but it's always like the onus is on us. Like, well, what do you mean you don't have a Facebook? Well, that's your fault. Clearly, it's like, I'm gonna hit you. I'll do it.
I think I talked about it. My 10-year high school reunion was only orchestrated and organized through Facebook, and I didn't have one. And I didn't have one.
Dumb. It's dumb, guys.
So I missed
everybody's
it.
on there. See,
But okay,
no.
but everyone's not on there.
Yeah, it's not. How about we? I tell you what. Send me. I would rather receive a letter in the mail than have somebody say they invited me via Facebook.
Old school, dude. That's how our parents got invited before Facebook. It was literally an invitation in the mail.
I legit can see these like postal service making a comeback, right? Not to try and save the postal service, but just to send a letter to somebody, man. Speaking of which, sign up for our Patreon and go to the $5 or $10 tier, and I will in fact send you a letter, postage stamp and everything. I write it out by hand. My hand bleeds as I write these things. Small plug with the Patreon, but yeah. Watch Spaghetti Pods podcast. Just like
if we ever have Spaghetti Fest, we will only send out invitations, like wedding invitations,
through the mail. Also, that's patreon.com/spagpolicypod. Just check it out.
That's fine.
Yeah, but yes, absolutely, man. And I think that anything that we have going on is going to be sent through the mail.
Snail mail.
I'm not even going to pay for first class, buddy. I'm putting one stamp on there, and that's all you're getting. And it's going to get to you when it gets to you.
It's going to get to you.
Did you have this in 3 stamps? 3 stamps to get a letter from here to the England.
To the England?
England.
No, I've never had to send anything to the England.
Shout out to Jim Bob.
That was sarcasm. I know.
Yeah, I know you have. But
I've had to send stuff to Canada.
You got friends everywhere.
I had like with issue 1 when I did fulfillment, I had to fill out custom forms.
That's crazy.
I'll have to do it again for.
Luckily, I didn't have to do that for just a paper letter in the mail. It was like
I've got to send Fred a bunch of stuff, and now I'll have to fill out a customs form. But I don't even know if it'll get to him at this point. Things have been.
We're fine with Germany. Germany's fine. They're okay.
Aren't they on the? Were they on the list? Aren't they?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't pay attention to anything going on.
I'm pretty sure like outbound stuff from the United States is like stopped.
I don't know if this is like just a me thing currently going on, if it's my screaming at the clouds, old man boomer, get off my lawn moment. But like, I don't miss social media at all. And it's
yeah.
And it's got to the point now where like when people tell me news, I just get irritated. I'm like, don't tell me anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm so unhinged at the moment because I have no idea what's going on in the world. I've even stopped listening to, not stopped listening completely because it's on in the car, but like I've not been seeking out NPR on the news in the morning. And it's just like, I'm so blissfully ignorant right now, and like whenever somebody ruins that
Now,
with
I feel like
messages,
you've always been that way.
because there was this whole dumb shit thing. I don't know if you heard about it over the weekend, where a particular person disappeared for 4 days, and we just acted like it was just normal, right? But it was obviously
No, we didn't act like it was normal.
no, we didn't, you and I. But I was
There was
telling
no.
you
I
that it
think
was
there
like,
was a mass, hopeful wave in the air.
yeah. Shelby told me that on like Friday, I think it was Friday morning, maybe. She was like something about the president is like not there anymore, and I was just like, everybody's gonna be all excited about this, and I can go ahead and tell everybody now that it's gonna be just as big of a letdown.
I think people are just literally grasping at straws for hope.
Yeah, because and we were talking about it too, and I was like, "What is she?" I think she was like, "Do you think that anything changes if that does happen?" I was like, "I think it's more so about the symbology of it, right? Like, yes, there's still a lot of idiots out there. Not to, I don't mean to get super political all of a sudden off the cuff, but it was just like it's more about the symbology of it. Does it think,
Like
do things
he
change
becomes
overnight?
a pariah, though.
He's or like a martyr in some sense.
Well, martyr would be that he was murdered.
Oh, what is it? I thought a pariah was like a bad thing. Like, oh, he's like a social pariah or whatever. Like a
Yeah,
piranha.
maybe. Well, I mean, he already is.
I mean, I
so.
would see it more so like they would use
Maybe
him
it's
as like
the
a
wrong
martyr
term.
because like, oh, the Democrats killed him. They did it. They did it with their brain lasers and their sound machines and whatnot. But I don't know, man. But and just anytime somebody sends me something, I'm just like, I don't fucking care anymore. I don't care to know what's going on. I know that I'm not supposed to be that way because it's good to be in the know, right? Or to at least know about what you're supposed to know so you can be prepared. But then at the end of the day, it's like, I can't do anything to change it right now, dude. There's so much.
Okay, outcast. So I was wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, a pariah is an outcast.
Okay.
What am I thinking of?
Jehovah. He becomes a Jehovah to the
Because
people.
it's not a martyr. A martyr would be that if he was murdered and
He
then
died for
gets...
martyrs are like died for a cause. They don't necessarily get murdered, but they just like, you know. But I mean, they would try and flip and be like, oh yeah, they sent the Democrats got to him somehow. I don't know what they did.
But like the thing that was the strange is like something clearly was going on. I don't even want to waste breath. But like the most narcissistic look at me person in the world was like unheard from for like 4 days, and it was just like something's wrong.
And it's so infuriating because it's one of those things where like it's like when that douche kid does something kind of cool and he knows that it's cool and not even cool, but like he's done something and he wants you to ask him about it. He wants you like, and it's like you can't even say anything about it because it's like then he gets the satisfaction of like, oh, you were worried about me, huh? You talking about me all day.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that, but I also
Get
think
outta
that
here.
there's more than that's been let on. Because like, why would they tell us the truth?
Yeah, that's why it's also so unsatisfying. But just like you're never gonna know. And it's like what I was telling you the other day. I was just like,
Oh, you
we're
know,
gonna sit here and be hopeful
when it
all we
actually
want.
happens, there will be a seismic shift.
I
in the
truly
world.
believe that if it ever did happen, we wouldn't know about it until
Yeah, we would.
2 weeks would have to have gone by. It's like we'd have like a Friday. What is that movie? Like,
So it was like what?
Weekend at
It was like
Bernie's.
it was 4 days, and look what happened after 4 days.
What?
Just like they had to hold a fucking press conference to like show you that he wasn't dead.
It's just like, and again, oh man, everything about it just pisses me off.
But,
every time
like-
I think about it. It's just like, ugh. Like I didn't want to hear you.
It's
speak.
going to happen in your lifetime.
I hope. Keep my fingers
I
crossed.
mean, he's like what, 80?
Yeah. Unless they get, I don't know. Maybe they put his brain into like
He's got
Tesla. Or
he's
something.
got God 15 years max.
It's sad
he's
that he
not-
has that long.
He's not in the best of health either. So
I'm not calling for the outright like any kind of thing to happen to him. Just like who
I mean, who
it
gives a
just
shit?
seems like some of the worst people can live the longest. It's insane to me.
because they're fueled by hate.
It
dude.
has to be, man. It really, and then they'd say, oh, you know, apple a day keeps the doctor away. No, I think it's hate. You have to hate a lot. If you hate a
Man,
lot,
I'm
you
gonna
live forever.
live for a long time, bro.
Yeah, man. I hate.
But I think that's the difference. I have a lot of hate, but I'm not a bad person. So I guess you have to be both. You have to hate and be bad.
You have to feel it, I think, because I think that's the thing about us is like we hate things. So don't get me wrong, right? Like we
Hate is a very strong word, and I'm just like, yeah, I know.
like stubbing your toe. Hate that. I can't stand it. Take it off the trash. I kind of hate it, but at the same time, I don't
hate that.
It's
That's
fine.
just it's just an annoyance.
Global destruction of the environment. Hate that. That's bad. Don't do that. But it's like we don't feel the hate. You know what I mean? Like we don't hate people.
Like hate is one of those where like if something is mentioned, your blood pressure changes.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't
don't
think
know.
you truly hate many things.
I don't. Because it's just honestly at the end of the
I
day.
have a very strong disdain for a lot of stuff.
Kind of like the material that like water just rolls off of. Like I don't really care, man. It's just
Teflon?
Like, Teflon. That's the pans, right?
Teflon Don, dude.
Is that like a thing?
Yeah, it was a mob boss. They call him the Teflon Don because nothing stuck.
Ah, that's good. That's clever. I like that. It'd be cooler though if like people literally try to throw stuff on him, like acid or something, and it just like slicked off of him. That's why they call.
Speaking
him
of
Teflon Don.
Mafia, I've spent a good chunk of the last 2 weeks playing Mafia of the old country.
Yeah, how's it going in Sicily?
I've finished it.
Yeah, did you
It's only like
kill
it's
all
only
the
like
other mobs,
well, it's the old country, so it's like
the families.
it's like the beginning of La Costa Nostra. It's like how it was formed in Sicily and then goes over to Empire Bay.
Is it accurate?
No, accurate in what way?
Did the
As
mafia
in,
really exist?
yeah,
I mean, because in my
Yeah.
head, right? It's to me, it's like the dark web, right? Like it exists, sure, but is it exists, right? Like, do the stories
Yes.
like it's like the stories?
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Because like the dark web is like, oh, it's so scary because there's always like, oh, I found like this live stream of somebody getting chopped in half and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, that's okay, sure. Is that on there? Maybe, but is it like are there like live streaming like people bidding on how to
the
murder somebody kind of
entire
stories? I don't know.
the
you know.
entire premises of why the United States has the RICO Act is because of the mafia.
But okay. Okay, first of all, I just want to clarify. If you're a mob or mafia affiliated out there, I believe you're real. Don't come after me, okay? I
It
think
doesn't
you're very
sound like
strong.
you do.
You're very strong, handsome men. Very well, like your hands, very gristled. I love that. I love the feeling of a strong handshake.
Very Sicilian.
Very Sicilian. Love the pizza. Honestly, Sicilian style pizza, my favorite. Okay, my favorite. So don't come after me. All right, I have nothing against you guys.
It's like the Yakuza
But it's like
and the cartels.
I'm not gonna say anything else. Just gonna move on. I don't want to die. Okay, that's because I think it's like I'll start
I
talking
think-
about it and be like, oh, okay, this guy doesn't take us seriously. Oh yeah, what if we send a horse head to this kid? And I'm like, I don't want that. That
Yeah.
sounds disgusting. I don't want that in my bed.
But it was fine. Like I enjoyed it. I could have used a little more.
Okay,
I mean, I guess it's
like
always
some
a good.
DLC or like
Well, no, I just think that like it could have used a chapter or two more of like exposition because you start out the character you play as you start out in the mines and like you escape the mines and then you become like this errand boy for the mob and then you become like
damn, it's like a mafia simulator where you literally like work out the rungs.
it's yeah and then you become like literally a capo and all this stuff and then like stuff happens and yada yada.
It is.
You fall in love with the Don's daughter and
That's not fair. I feel like let me choose if I fall in love with the Don's daughter. Because honestly, like if it's the Don's
it
daughter.
is a very linear story, so you don't get to choose.
Yeah, but at the same time, like if I'm in that situation in real life and I know that like this lady is the Don's daughter, so I'm just gonna say sorry. But then at the same time, you can't tell her no because then if she's got it likened to you, then she's gonna make sure her daddy makes sure that you fall in love with her, and then it's like a whole other situation. And it's like, oh, it's so scary, man. But
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I think it is cool, but also surreal how like this real life thing that actually happened, like the mafia, the mob, the Cosa Nostra, like the families. They're
It's
all
very
real,
romanticized.
right? They're all very real happened. Very strong.
All five families, yes.
Very strong men. Very love the pizza. Again, just want to say, but then like you have a video game based on that.
It's not just one. There's not
That's
just
what I'm
one.
saying. This is like the fifth or sixth one. That is insane to me. That is like
It's the fourth release, technically the first game.
that's insane, honestly, because it's just
Because
like,
the first game came out in 2004 and it was like kind of went under the radar because this was like right after Grand Theft Auto 3.
Mhm.
And so it was compared unfairly to that, even though like GTA is what GTA is, and then Mafia was a very serious like
yeah, like you said,
30
linear.
because like this takes place in the like 1890s through like the First World War, right? That's sort of like what Peaky Blinders is too. And then the first Mafia is like post World War II, right? I think. And then the next one, it's like 40s, 50s, 60s Mafia 2, which is I think is the best one. Is like the prime is like the late 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And then I think 3 was also the 70s, but it takes place in like New Bordeaux, which was like New Orleans, and the other ones take place in like Lost Haven and Empire Bay. Anyways, they're all fictional cities, so it's like different eras of what it is. But
It's just so cool to me how, like, because it's like if we had a video game about the Civil War, right? Like we did.
those exist.
But I mean, like, legitimately, you
Yeah.
play John Adams, okay? And you have to, like, go and write the Declaration of Independence. And you have to go and, like, the British are coming. The British are coming. I don't know if that was John Adams, but whatever the case.
It
No, it was
wasn't.
William Tower Bell or some shit. I don't know. He's got some two last
Nope.
names or some shit.
Nope.
Edward Forrest.
Nope.
I got this. Don't.
Edward Forrest, you mean?
I got it. Hold on. It's in the back of my mind. Graham Bell. No, he did something with like
Alexander
bacteria.
Graham Bell was the
Phone. He did the phone, right?
telephone.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I got this.
Come on.
The British are coming. Shit, dude. Fuck. I don't know, man. Tell me who it is. Who is it?
You want to give it one more try?
You're gonna say it. I'm gonna be like, shit, I knew that, dude.
They made a song. There's a song about him.
The ants go marching one by one. I can't think of the song all of a sudden, man. It's like I feel like I'm in a history class all over again. I'm failing the exam, man. Help me out here.
Paul Revere.
Fuck. I knew that. I knew that name, dude. That's so embarrassing. God, I'm gonna have to.
Who is the guy who was a traitor?
Oh, dude, that was fucking Lee Harvey Oswald. No, that was
Nope.
Benedict
Yep.
Arnold. There we go.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
because they named the eggs after him.
The eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict. Yeah, dude. They named it after him. I don't know why. I don't know if he liked eggs or something like that.
They did name it.
Wasn't it one of those things like where history maligned Benedict Arnold, but it was like in reality, like he didn't do anything wrong? I don't know. Dude.
No, yeah, he did. He
Betrayed us
like
to the
a
French or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Or he was like a spy or something.
British, right?
I don't fucking know, dude.
That I don't remember.
What was his name again? Benedict Arnold? That sounds
Benedict
like a French
Arnold.
name. That sounds like an UK guy who's trying to play it off like he's a Frenchman. He's like, oh, oui, oui, you know.
Yeah, It was the British.
He was American general though, wasn't he?
He was
And then he turned.
Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
He's a turncoat. The world's most famous betrayal.
Pick the wrong side, buddy. Get fucked.
Well,
you know?
like most people know. Well, I say most people in American history. It's like that's so weird. Like if you want to get into like how American history is like not taught correctly. Because like we romanticize certain people, we vilify certain people, but then
Weird.
like there are certain people in the fucking history books of this country that didn't do anything but are famous. Davy Crockett is a prime example of someone who is famous for being famous. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, I can't tell you what he actually did.
He died at the Alamo.
Didn't he have like a giant like purple buffalo or something like that?
What? That's Paul Bunyan. It was an ox, and he wasn't real.
It's like the same thing, right? They're like, there's all these characters, dude. I don't even fucking know. They did about as much as the other guy did.
Paul
you know?
Bunyan's like a fairy tale, dude. Like Jack and the
What fairy
Beanstalk.
tale is that? Who's telling that fairy tale? That's what I want to know.
Paul Bunyan?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Google who the
He's a
hell
40-foot. It was a 40-foot ox.
Okay, was he the
blue
ox
ox.
or was he the lumberjack?
No, he had a 40-foot blue ox.
Who's this stupid ass piece of shit, dude? Paul Bunyan, but okay, I definitely spelled his name wrong. It's Bunin, and it's definitely not Bunyan. How I spelled
Like
it.
bunion on your foot.
Yeah, dude. It's likely a misspelling of Paul Bunyan. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me get the story straight real quick. Apparently,
So you spelled it wrong.
I spelled it right.
Oh,
And
okay.
how it's recorded as is probably most likely a misspelling of what I spelled. So, but he's an American folk hero, a legend, giant lumberjack known for his superhuman strength and labor. He was also accompanied by his blue ox, Babe. Fucking
Yeah.
sick ass name for an ox, honestly.
It's also a pig.
Stories originally shared among loggers, okay. Later popularized by writers, becoming a national legend, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he's just like a really strong, big guy.
But he's not real. Whereas like my point was that Davy Crockett was real, but he's famous for being famous. He died at the Alamo, but that's
He
about
was
the
in
only
the United States representative, so.
but he didn't do anything. Do you know every United States representative that's ever happened? No, but you know fucking the name Davy Crockett.
I would argue that like 99% of people in the United States House of Representatives, I don't give a shit about, and
I would say it would be
do anything.
more than 99%. You only know the actual bad ones of the last 10 years.
Yeah, get out of here, Nancy Pelosi. Get the fuck out of here, you old lady. Got her.
Tim Burchett.
Tim. Oh god, dude, don't even start. I'll get angry and I'll start yelling. But okay, so what? Oh yeah, he did the King of the Wild Frontier. Blah blah blah.
Right. They made a TV show. They made a TV show about him in like the 60s.
I'm gonna put his face up right here. Remember the timestamp.
He wore like a coon hat,
And
like
he
a
looks
raccoon
like a
hat.
little dumb little bitch, dude. This guy's a.
He's
bitch
famous in
ass.
our neck of the woods because he was born here. He was born like an hour up the
Limestone,
road.
Franklin. Oh, so now Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What? Did
What?
Tennessee used to be called Limestone?
Dude, did you know what the original name of the state of Tennessee was going to be called?
What?
Franklin.
Damn, dude. Which Franklin? Who's Franklin?
Ben.
Oh, okay, he was okay, I guess, right? He just banged
They
a
were-
lot of like.
Yeah, and
You
the
know.
kite and stuff. But they were
What
going
did
to
that
call
even-
Tennessee Franklin. There's an entire place in Johnson City called the State of Franklin. Like it's State of Franklin Road. Like
I
there's
mean,
an
like that.
entire-
And there's like Franklin, Tennessee. There's
Right.
and all stuff like. But it's
But
like
they were going to, because he wasn't a president.
Yeah.
Most non-Americans, hell, most Americans think he was a president. But it was like,
And-
but he's, his name's on the Declaration of Independence and all that stuff. So
okay, I need to figure out this kite story. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. The famous kite experiment allegedly conducted in June. I'm just learning. Okay, everybody, this is the American history portion of the podcast. You're welcome for educating you guys a little bit. You're welcome. But apparently, it was conducted in June of 1752. Why does it feel so long ago? That doesn't feel right.
400 years ago, almost.
Yeah, was he alive back then? I thought he was like.
He is a
last-
founding father. You stupid.
Is America more than 200 years old? I thought we weren't even that old, man. Dude.
Okay, take 2025.
200 years off of that will be like what, 1800s?
Subtract set to 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was signed.
Damn, dude.
But we were technically a country before then too. We had states and shit.
Okay, so he used a
Dude,
kite.
like how
wire.
did you make it through fucking history?
Barely, buddy. C's
Like-
get degrees, buddy. That's what
I don't. There's no way you made a C.
Okay, I want to do a quick PSA for everybody out there who's in school, who's like got kids in school, whatever have you. I'm a fully functioning, somewhat 35-year-old man
Debatable.
who has a decent job, a degree, beautiful wife,
You have a better job than you deserve. That's for sure.
way better job than I deserve. I got beautiful kids. I've got a car. I just want to let you know,
A house.
I fucking suck at school. All right. And
I was gonna say,
I
at
should be
life.
I suck at life, honestly. And I should be the poster child for every kid out there who's struggling to get a good grade on a test, right? This school doesn't matter as much as everybody made it out, right? The permanent record thing, they haven't fucking mentioned that in decades, dude.
That's fear tactic.
If you are making C's, you're gonna be just fine. Okay.
Do you think if you got in a situation now at almost 35 years old
Yeah.
where they're like, well, we need to pull your high school record? Like,
I'll
your
laugh
there's-
them the fuck out of the building,
There's
dude.
no way that your high school still has like
Dude.
your record on file in a cabinet
If
somewhere.
there is a job out there asking for my college transcript or my high school transcript, I'm gonna laugh the fucking job out of the building, dude. I don't give a shit anymore, man. You want me to work here or not? I know what I'm doing. You tell me what I'm doing, okay, and I'll do it. All right. Don't sit here and be like, oh, you got a C in accounting 101. Fuck, okay. I passed the class, didn't I? I'm sorry, I didn't know this was like, oh, you had to get A's.
I've had over 10 years of experience working directly in accounting.
Yeah. So what the fuck more do you want? I get so angry, man. But it's just like kids out there listening right now. Hey, first of all, turn the
Don't.
podcast off. Yeah, this is a rated R for sure podcast for ridiculousness. I don't know if you heard the beginning of the episode, but second off, fucking just give half effort. Okay, quit caring so much about school.
I don't condone this message.
I do, absolutely, man. If it's stressing you out, buddy, try. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to say don't fail classes. Okay, try your best not to fail at least. Try to get it better than a D at least. Go for a C plus.
Do you think that this country would be better off or worse off if we just went on a pass or fail metric?
100% worse off. I don't know why. I don't have the science, but
Why?
there's just
Because
something about it.
ABC is pass.
Yes.
So it's still a
Technically
pass or
speaking,
fail
ABC
metric.
D is fast, but for some reason the D is maligned.
Some people will fail you on a D. Some universities and some organizations.
piece
in
of shit. Yeah.
In college, if you made a D, you failed the class.
That's it, dude. And there's another thing, man. teachers, if you're listening to this podcast, why you fucking assholes? Why you gotta be a dick?
It's because they got to deal with kids all day, dude.
I get that. But like the ones that are like legitimately like,
Deal with your kids all day, bro, and not be an asshole.
college professors in particular.
Because they have tenure and they can't be fired.
If I had tenure, you think I'd give a fuck if people or show up to class?
Power, dude.
I would honestly, if I was a college professor, everybody gets an A. Who gives a fuck, dude? It doesn't mean anything. These letters, none of this fucking means anything, dude. I had to, I'm not stuck in my hand. I was trying to throw it, but
Gotcha.
none of it matters. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like none of it matters. Go to school, get the degree, piece of paper. All right, pay your thousands of dollars for the piece of paper.
Thousands.
Buddy. I don't know if you, hundreds of thousands. Sorry, is what I should say
There you
now.
go.
Okay, like you're like you're paying for college. Like, yeah, dude, because I fucking broke, man. I have no money when I was growing up. So, anyways, so you're welcome for the history lesson in kids.
The whole point of that
stay in
was
school.
I finished that and I jumped over to play when I've had time. Let me preface it, which is
Mm-hmm.
not a lot. I've been playing the new Shinobi.
Nice.
Acts of Vengeance.
I don't think I know what a Shinobi game is because you keep sending me pictures of it. And
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. It's Art of Vengeance, not Act of Vengeance.
Okay.
Shinobi, Art of Vengeance.
I'm glad.
So
you
Shinobi is a very long-standing franchise from Sega.
Okay.
It's over 30 years old. It's had 7 or 8 games, and it started out as this, like a side scroller or whatever. You played a ninja, a shinobi, and that's what it was. And
That's
it
always
is,
mandatory, yeah.
yeah, and it goes through. But this one is so fucking good, dude.
It looks
It's
over the top for sure.
dude,
Like it's super sick. Like I love the art style. Like it's the colors pop.
good. And like I'm playing it with like my headphones, so like when you parry or when you take a shield down, it goes and like it goes in slow motion real quick, and
That's
you just
nice.
feel like a fucking machine, even though you're not. You're just a ninja,
Yeah.
a katana, and you are just destroying. And it's tough. Bosses are not easy, but like I got into a situation. I fought a boss yesterday, and I don't. There's a word for this. I don't know what it is, but it's like I knew what to do.
Mhm.
Right? I knew how to. I was like I've died the first time. I was like okay, and I figured it out really quickly.
Got the pattern down.
It was very simple. I figured it out, but I couldn't do it.
Like your
Like, I was
brain,
just-
you couldn't coordinate with your fingers. Like what your brain couldn't. Like
It's not even that. It was just like I just would just get greedy because like he would shoot this big laser, right? And I would just get greedy. I would hit him like 3 times. All I needed to hit him 2, and then the game is very unforgiving when it comes to like boss fights. Like 4 or 5 hits, it's over. You got to start over. But like the combat is just so crisp and crunchy, and like it's a combo builder. And oh my god, dude, it might be the best game I've played all year.
damn, man. And
Dude,
that's sick, dude.
it's so good. It's like I think about it. Like I immediately was hooked.
That's honestly, I think I'm hooked on you being hooked because I love that feeling of a game where
Dude.
you just fall in love with it and like it just for some reason
Dude.
scratches that part of your brain where it's like okay,
I
can
I
lock into
think you
this.
would absolutely love it
you're
because
kind of
it
talking
is-
me into it right now because it
it's
sounds a lot of fun.
very anime inspired. So like what happens is like, and it's very linear in the sense that like you start off in the village and then like all hell goes, hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
And then you go to like you get to choose which section you want to go to next. But it works like a Metroidvania where like you defeat a boss and you unlock claws, which then allow you to go back to the village to
Okay,
go
alright.
there. And then it's like, oh well, then I get a grappling hook by defeating this boss, and now I can explore all of the areas that I missed. And then like
So
you have
it's
hits.
kind of like okay, so I guess it's in the same realm with like Hollow Knight where it's like you got a lot of bounce it
Yes.
around, but like
But
you
it's
unlock
like
things
actually fun to play.
okay, that's it.
Hot take.
Dude,
hot
you
take.
just made a lot of people mad from what I understand.
People listen.
I
Hollow
don't
Knight
get the
was
hype.
Hollow Knight was fine 10 years ago. It was fine, but it has the same issues. This does not have the map issue that I have with most. This is very like it tells you where to go, and it's every level ends with a boss fight.
It's-
It's very old school, but like modern. The art
Yeah.
style's fucking rules. It's very anime inspired with like the art style and the design of things.
I kind of want to check it out now. I might go look at
Dude,
it.
I think there's a demo on Steam, but it's so good, dude. It's so fucking good.
But back to the Hollow Knight
30
real quick.
and
It's like
it's $30.
it can't be that honestly. That is
It's
it's
$30
sick,
bucks.
it's sick. But
Okay, Hollow Knight.
so the Silk Song is coming out, right? Obviously,
It is. It comes out the day this podcast comes out.
and I don't understand it. I don't understand the hype. I
It's
understand
a
it's
sequel. It's a sequel, and it's been in development for like 10 years.
the Hollow Knight crowd and the Undertale crowd. I feel like are two crowds like that are kind of similar. Where it's like I don't understand the hype necessarily.
They love the shit out of it.
and it's cool. I don't want to hate on it, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I also explain it to me like I'm 5 why it's super. I think that
People love it.
Undertale has a lot of like undertones and stuff like that, but
Hollow Knight, from personal experience, I mean, I played it for about 10 hours. It's very old school Metroidvania, but the combat is Souls.
okay.
So the bosses are really fucking hard. And I personally, I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. I stopped playing it because I put it down for like a day or two, and I came back, or it was probably a little bit longer than a day or two. And then like I came back, and there's no objective. There's no, like, it doesn't tell you where to go. So it's banking on you remembering where you're supposed to go. And I got lost, and nothing I hate more than a game that doesn't respect my time as an adult. If I was a kid, it was,
Yeah.
if I was a teenager, it's different. I don't have the time to commit 30 minutes trying to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, in 2025, those accessibility features should be there. Like, well, I don't want it in there, then turn it off.
Yeah.
Or at least give me the option to, like, point. You don't even have to tell me, point me. I just need to know which direction I need to go. And I didn't like the way that the save points worked. You could only save it at benches, so you could literally spend 25 minutes and
That
you die.
infuriated me. Yeah.
And that's why I quit. That's why I stopped playing it,
Yeah.
because I was just like, this game doesn't respect my time. I'm not saying it has
It's
to,
like Dead
but like,
Space, where like yeah, you fuck up once in the middle of your run. Yeah.
that's a specific game mode though.
No, I mean I'm talking about like even like Dead Space Pro, like where it's like you get. I think they had them spaced out like where you could save. They had them spaced out
Yeah.
pretty well, but I just remember one in particular where I had fucking got all the way through and I got just destroyed by one of those tentacle things, and I had to like fucking go all the way back, and it was like oh, but
That was fun though. Now, how do you feel about gimmicks?
can't stand it.
Any of them?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Just gimmicks in general, like let's talk specifically in movies. We have a 4DX theater here where there's mist, and then like they have scents, and like your chair will rumble, like if it's sort of thing. Like they try to give you the immersion. Like it's a gimmick, but it's an immersion.
Can't really get me.
Okay. Are you like for or against it?
I don't. I it's
Or
one of those-
indifferent?
It's like how I feel about people who enjoy other like things that I don't like. I was like, hey, I'm glad you like it, but like I don't really care so much.
Right. So like, and like obviously 3D was like,
Yeah.
it's been a gimmick twice in our life where like they really push for 3D, and it's
Remember
just
3D
like,
TVs, dude? That was crazy time.
yeah.
They don't
and you
exist
had
at
to-
all anymore.
And you had to have the goggles.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a movie coming out
Okay.
called The Long Walk, and it is based off a Stephen King novel.
Okay.
I literally never heard of it, like any of this, until like 5 days ago. But apparently there's a gimmick. All right. I guess the premise of the book, from what I have been able to gather, is that in this book, if you stop walking, you die.
That's. I saw the commercials for like the obviously I saw the trailer or whatever, and it's just like
Okay.
they walk, and it's they pretty straightforward premise. You keep walking or you die.
I mean, I feel like
would
there's
assume that there's cash
there's
prize
more,
at the end.
There's
for the
more
person.
to it. Again, that's just like the gimmick of the thing is like if you stop walking, you die. So theaters have decided that, you know what we should do? Have people pay money, and they're gonna walk on a treadmill, and if they stop walking at any point, they will be escorted out of the theater, and they don't get to finish the movie.
That's dumb. I'll say it. I'll say the harsh words that needs to be said.
It's dumb because if I pay money, by God, I'm going to finish it. However, it's not all. It's just like very
See,
specific.
I was about to
like,
say, like, if this is a situation in which the theater says
know
ahead of time,
beforehand.
like, there's even multiple screenings, but they have one in particular you can pay for to do this. Like, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Like, that's like, hey, you paid the money, you understood the risk. If you don't make it all the way through the movie, I necessarily don't want to sweat the entire time I'm watching a movie, right? Unless it's scary, that's fine. Sweating's natural, but like, I don't want to have
or
to like
porn.
or porn. I guess I don't know if why are you sweating while you're watching porn? I don't know. That feels like. Hey, no slut shaming here, whatever. No kink shaming here. But like if you're sweating over a porn video, I think it's time to go outside. Stop gooning for a second. Stop. Just take a step back. Just relax. Okay. But third, I just like I don't know, man.
So the whole point, there was only one request from Stephen King. I guess in the book they walk 4 miles per hour, and in the movie he requested to be changed to 3 because he said it's impossible to walk for 4 miles per hour for that long of a duration. It's just like, what are you, a fucking scientist?
I'll bet it's, well, no.
I'll
No,
be the
yeah,
judge of that.
Shelby does. We have a treadmill that she has under her desk or whatever, and she does like I think 2 miles an hour when she's working. But like you could easily walk 4 miles an hour. Just standing still.
This is 3 miles per hour for an hour and 48 minutes straight.
You could do it. And if you can't do it, honestly, why are you there? Why are you doing it?
But okay, that's what you have to do. This is in the book / film. I don't know how many days that is.
Okay, but is it? Well, apparently, like it never ends until the last person, like until one
And
person
this will
wins it.
only happen at one theater in California, and it's going to be 50 teenagers, I guess.
That's a gross situation.
It's a last man standing challenge. In the film, the rules state that after 2 warnings for failing to remain above a 3-mile pace, the third time they're shot dead on sight.
Oh, you're talking about the book. I think you're talking about. They're talking about the theater. They're gonna have 50 teenagers in a theater who are all on treadmills, and it's like that's gonna stink, dude. That's gonna smell bad.
Also, in other movie news, the Mortal Kombat 2 movie got delayed and pushed to May.
And it's not even for a good reason. I'm gonna say it. It's not even for a good reason.
It's actually for a really bad reason because it's like they moved it because I guess Leonardo DiCaprio's movie comes out. I didn't even know it had a new movie, but apparently it comes out around the same time, and they moved it for financial purposes. But like statistically, it's agreed is what it is, and it's like overestimating how good you think it's going to be because you have to remember the first movie came out in the heart of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Theater, like I don't even think it was shown in theaters. I remember watching it the day it came out on HBO at home. Like that's where I watched it.
Yeah,
I bought it on Blu-ray, but it's like they took, and it was like record numbers at that time, whatever that means to HBO in 2021. Whenever that
I
came out.
honestly think they could just say record numbers and nothing.
Right,
to.
but it was
who's
just
gonna
like
have the
okay,
facts,
whatever,
yeah.
like whatever. And so I think you're overestimating how good the movie's going to be, which I mean that's your job as a movie studio. But I just think that like what's going to happen is they're going to release it, and it's because like statistically this year Warner Brothers movies did well in May. And it's like, okay, so, but those are a different movie, and
A doubt.
and the slate of movies that come out are different.
Yeah.
It's not, you know what I mean? But I don't know what's going to happen is they're going to put it right in the fucking smack dab in the middle of May, and it's not going to do well.
It's
and they're
dumb.
going to point their finger and they're going to be like, well, we can't do any more movies because you all didn't come see it. That's
No.
what they're going to do because that's what executives in suits do. They blame the people for their fucking mistakes.
You know what? I could have saw it whenever you planned the first time to release the movie.
They didn't want to do it because it's too close to October. It's too close to Halloween. It was supposed to come out the 27th.
My guy, it's a Mortal Kombat movie is primed for the Halloween season. Who's gonna now? How are the kids gonna know about Sub-Zero to dress up in as? Sub-Zero's not gonna exist anymore.
First of all, it's not. Sub-Zero's dead.
Quan Chi. Who's gonna dress up as Quan Chi?
Not
now?
in it.
Who's
Not
gonna
in
dress up as Molina? Okay. Who's gonna dress up as Jax? Right.
Jax is in it. Jax is in it.
Okay. Who's gonna do? They're not going to vote now because they don't know that they exist.
Yeah, because there's not 30 years of video games.
Not for these
pull
kids. Not for these Gen Zers. Who are they gonna dress up as now? I don't know. Leonardo DiCaprio in his new movie that we
Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, he was from a space game or something, right? I don't know.
He was an earthworm.
Yeah, I mean I know he was, but wasn't he like in a space suit? Or
His name was Jim.
That's about all I know about him. So
if I say the word
Mhm.
intergluteal cleft,
it sounds
am I referring-
gross.
what am I referring to?
Don't know. It sounds gross. I don't like it.
Intergluteal cleft.
Sounds like maybe like the wall between your butthole and like your like ball sack or I guess vagina if you
That's
have
your
one
taint.
of those as well. No, I'm talking about
That's
the
your-
wall
that's
that's,
your-
inside
That's your
of
parent.
your.
It's your perineum.
No, I'm talking about the wall that's inside of you,
I
right?
don't know what holes inside of me.
Because like your butthole and your the butthole and vaginas aren't attached, right? There's a piece of flesh in between the two, right? Just like your butthole and your ball sack aren't attached, right? There's a piece of flesh in between them, right, on the inside.
Perineum.
No, that's the taint, dude. The taint is the perineum.
What are you talking about?
If I shoved my hand inside of an asshole, right?
Don't.
Okay, first of all, don't. If you are going to, make
Without
sure that
consent.
it's proper, without consent, without proper preparation. There's gonna be like a wall. I can't just punch through into their guts. Okay, there's gonna be like a wall there. All
You're
right.
talking about the inside.
The inside. So I said the wall on the inside. I said it 4 times, 4 fucking times, dude. The wall on the inside. That's what I think of.
Okay. Well, you're in the ballpark.
So it is a butthole thing. Right? Is that what we're talking about?
It's technically the butt crease.
Oh, okay. So that's your butt crack.
It's your butt crack.
Okay. That still sounds like a gross way to say that. You know? I don't like that.
Okay, sorry. It's the gluteal cleft.
Okay.
Also known as the butt crack, the natal cleft, or the cluneal cleft.
That's
It's the
fine.
groove. It's the groove between your two butt cheeks.
Man, that's what you got to remember though, as people out there, is that like at the end of the day, we all have an intergluteal cleft, and we've got a butthole. Oh, I guess, and actually, that's kind of hard to say. Like, not a lot of people. Like, there's people out there that don't have buttholes. And that's sad. So,
So there was some more millionaire nonsense that happened over the weekend. And actually a lot has transpired. Okay.
Good.
We have like the event, the response, and then an updated
we've got
response.
3 acts here.
Okay. So act number 1 was I guess at the US Open, a tennis player took his hat off and was going to hand it to a kid.
Yep.
And some jerk off jerked it away from the kid.
Peter Cesarek. And I nailed
Cesarek.
it. I nailed it.
Yeah. And it was caught on camera. And
like very, very much so. In frame, swear in the middle. There was no denying it. That was
there
him.
was no denying it.
He definitely snatched that hat out of that boy's hand.
So clearly he didn't take it well because he's a millionaire and the rules don't apply to him. Okay.
He's literally that guy that's just standing around going like, why is everybody mad? Okay. Why is
The
everybody
internet
upset?
obviously saw it, got a hold of it. It became a viral moment. And then everyone starts literally ripping this dude to shreds. They find out who it is. They find out the company he works for. They start review bombing his company, all these sort of things. So how do you think this man responded? Did he respond with an apology or did he double down on being an asshole?
I can only imagine that somebody that has amassed a fortune is really grounded and down to earth and made a sane, rational decision to say, hey, guys, I fucked up. So I've actually mailed that hat to that kid. I'm sure that's exactly what happened.
Well, you would be wrong.
I
Because
figured, yeah.
in a statement, he said, the recent incident at the tennis match has caused a disproportionate online uproar. It's all about the famous hat, of course. Yes, I took it. Yes, I did it quickly. But as I've always said, life is first come, first serve. I understand that some people might not like it, but please, let's not make a global scandal out of the hat. It's just a hat. If you were faster, you would have had it. Regarding the online hate, I remind you that insulting a public figure is subject to legal liability. All offensive comments, slander, and insinuations will be analyzed for the possibility of taking this matter to court.
Hey, buddy, eat my dick hole, buddy. Okay? That's what I say. You're fucking...
Slurp it.
You were... Goddamn, dude. Just... The pretentiousness, dude. It's so funny because
100%.
it's okay. First of all, first hot take here. Let's keep doing this trend, right? Let's keep owning these pieces of shit who think just because they amass a fortune, they're allowed to behave the way that they do. It's not how it's supposed to go, buddy. Okay, and I want this to stay a trend, right? Where we say, hey, that guy's a shitty millionaire. Let's roast him. That's cool. Don't hurt anybody because I don't condone violence. Like, there's no reason to be violent towards people.
So like a lot of people were saying like he stole it, and then the response was that it was nothing. It was anything short of robbery, but instead it was an educational gesture to teach the boy a sense of gratitude and responsibility.
Okay, this dude's the biggest piece of shit. I would argue he is, honestly, we need to have a new kind of segment or program where it's like asshole of the year, and it's like millionaire asshole of the year. We have different categories. We have billionaire asshole of the year, millionaire asshole of the year, because he's tied right now. He is tied.
He's currently the most hated man on the internet.
He's tied with Mr. Kisses at a Coldplay concert for the top spot of asshole of the year for sure in my book. But like, you want to know that how I know that he knew that it was a shitty thing to do? Because he pulled the same thing that the other dumb shit millionaire did, where instead of just like playing it off like, haha, yo, what's up, my guy? No, he immediately stuffed the hat in his wife's purse and started looking around to make sure nobody saw, right? Which is the same kind of gesture, in a sense, that the other guy did, where he was like, oh shit, I've been caught on camera. Let me make this as most obvious as possible that I'm not supposed to be doing this, right? God damn, it's just...
So his company has been Google bombed. And his rating plummeted to 1.2 stars from over 600 reviews posted within an hour of the incident.
Oh, boo-hoo. Shoot.
The company's Trustpilot page was also flooded with negative reviews. Eventually, Trustpilot closed the company's page to new reviews due to the media attention. That's fucking coward shit.
But that's the thing. It's like that's why I don't ever feel sympathy for these people, because they're, at the end of the day, you know what's going to happen? They're going to be saved by old papa corporations and capitalism. They're going to come in and say, hey, you can't do that. You can't make all these bad reviews at one time. It's not okay, you know. But hey, you know.
So after facing days of an international condemnation, Peter changed course on Monday and has now issued a comprehensive apology.
God, and where did you put that apology at, Alex?
Facebook.
God damn, the most old ass platform on the planet. Like, it's just, oh God.
I would like to unequivocally apologize to the young boy, his family, all the fans, and the player himself. Didn't even name the player. I take full responsibility.
I actually don't remember why I was there, but I fucking...
I was high on methadone or something. I don't know.
It had to be something.
I take full responsibility for my extremely poor judgment and hurtful actions. Now that statement is what we call, oh, your stockholders are upset and you're losing money, so you better fucking make it right.
Dude, this episode is all about education, buddy, because like this could be like that folks is how we point to what we can point to. We're saying like, oh yeah, he's losing money.
The CEO claimed that he misunderstood the situation, believing that the tennis player was handing him the hat for his own sons, because again, he's a pompous asshole and thinks that he is important, who had previously requested autographs. I got caught up in the heat of the moment and the joy of victory, mistakenly thinking that the tennis player had handed the hat to me and to give to my sons.
He very clearly did not, and you knew that he didn't, because again, you stole it away like it was some kind of fucking merchandise you weren't supposed to have, you piece of shit. God damn. It's like this, it's this idea that like, I don't understand why nobody believes me. I'm a trustworthy individual with a lot of money. So, oh God, dude.
Regardless of what I believed was happening, my action caused hurt to the young boy and disappointed the fans. The hat has been returned to the boy and apologies have been made to the family. He said his previous statement attributed him online were fabricated, and he has since distanced himself from the first come, first served comments. But I thought he was teaching a lesson.
He 100% said that. I don't say this.
But the real lesson is called accountability and what happens when you do things in a public situation. And people will vilify you, rightfully so.
Good. Keep it up.
It's just like I mean, that happens all the time in baseball games where like you'll see an adult catch the ball, and 9 times out of 10, he gives the ball to a kid. Yeah. Like he'll catch it and be like, yeah, whatever, and then he gives the ball to a kid. Every once in a while, you'll see an asshole catch the ball and like push a kid out of the way and be like, yeah, I got a fucking home run ball, and it's just like no one gives a shit. It's for kids.
What are you gonna do with the hat to begin with?
I did it. I did the work. I caught it.
What are you gonna do with the hat? What are you gonna do with the ball? You know
Sell
what I
it.
mean? Okay. Say, but it's like he's a millionaire at this point. Like, what are you gonna sell that? Like, it's I don't even know who this is. Tennis Majar. What is his? Whatever the fuck his name is. Is he even popular? All right, is he gonna go for more than $1,000?
Maybe he's at the U.S. Open, so
he's probably good. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying like I don't even know who the fuck he is. So I don't watch tennis to begin with. But I can't imagine
a tennis player, dude.
Roger Federer.
Does he still tennis?
I think he retired like a couple of days ago.
So again, I said I couldn't name a current tennis player.
Peter Sabornak.
I think Venus Williams still plays.
She retired and then came back, didn't she? Or was that Serena? One of them quit and then came back, and then maybe they both quit.
They like one of them came back around the time that movie documentary came out, where Zendaya was like banging dudes or something. Was that the same one?
What the hell? Zendaya? Dude, I mean, I don't know, man.
Oh, it's like there was a guy. I don't know. There was a tennis movie that came out last year. I don't know. Time is, but there was a movie with Zendaya, like she made out with two dudes,
Good for her.
and it was a tennis movie, but it was like based on the coach that had coached the Williams sisters. I could be wrong. They could be two movies. They could be two separate movies.
I think they're both great tennis players, and they're gods among men. And
They're very good. They're very good.
I
tennis
couldn't
players.
beat them in tennis,
Sure.
that's for sure. So,
Dude, I can't hit a tennis ball. Well, let me rephrase it. I hit a tennis ball like I bowl and like I golf.
who's
Fucking
one
straight
person
shot.
you could beat in a tennis match?
You.
No, I mean like a famous person.
Nobody.
And I could absolutely destroy you in tennis. Don't even start.
You're good.
We need a whole spaghetti series where we just play.
I've already embarrassed you on the basketball court.
Buddy.
I've already
years ago.
I've already embarrassed you on the bowling
You
lanes.
didn't even embarrass me on the bowling
Okay.
lanes or on the basketball court.
Okay, well I beat you both times.
Again, we need a whole spaghetti series. We have to take
Any
it to the courts.
any and every time we've played the hot shot game at main event, I've smoked your ass.
Okay, that's not basketball though. That's you could shoot.
What do you do in basketball?
You can shoot hoops through the little.
What do you do?
The balls aren't even the regulation.
Next, you're
right?
gonna tell me
Hoops
that
not even regulation.
beating you at Top Golf is not the same as golfing.
Well, we got to go there next. That is arguably more comparable than beating me at a hot shot in basketball, because it's not regulation. Right? The balls are probably like I don't know, like size 8. I don't know what balls are, but they're not the NBA regulation.
I just hear a bunch of excuses being made, and literally everything we've ever played, I've beaten you at.
Gonna video all of it. We're gonna get a GoPro on both of us. We're gonna have all different points of angles. And
Now, I will say, dude, here's what's so crazy.
Okay.
So we'll wrap it up in a minute, but like I've told you throughout the history of this podcast, like I have these like secret skills, and like they just keep popping up. Right.
Okay.
So like one of them was like bowling. Like I didn't know you could bowl. I fucking scorch earth the ball. Right.
Yeah.
And then again played golf, and like Christina was like, I didn't know you could hit a golf ball, because like I can hit a golf ball. It's
Yeah.
go straight.
I
There's
mean,
there's no curvature.
Yeah.
But I do not look like someone who can hit a golf ball. I can hit a golf ball.
I mean,
Okay?
you look like you can swing a golf club. That's for sure. You know?
Swinging a golf club and hitting a golf ball are two different things.
I mean, like
can
you look like you got anger issues, and you're definitely gonna be able to hit something hard. Like,
Yeah.
Same thing with
Yeah.
bowling. Yeah.
But like I can go pretty good distance for someone who like despises golf. So anyways, we were doing practice the other day, and we'll do a thing with Zoe where like I'll hit it, and I hit grounders, right? Hit grounders. Well, she moved out of the way, and I was like, watch this, Zoe, and I threw it up, and I fucking cranked that softball. Like
Yeah.
it went yard, dude. And so it was like, holy crap. She was like, that's so far. I was like, yeah.
Then you should be like, you want to hit like that? Listen to me. You want to hit the ball like that?
know.
Listen to me. I know what I'm doing.
I mean, dude, I hit it so like, cause where the old field she played at, right? Remember the field she played at? You know that big like field behind it, like where there was like that's where they practiced football. So
Yeah.
where the batting cages were, I hit it almost into a neighborhood.
Nice.
I fucking annihilated that ball, dude.
Man, I can't get back out on the field.
And
It makes
then
me want to back out there.
I told Christine, I was like, "Are you surprised I can hit it?" She's like, "At this point, I'm not surprised by anything." She's like, "I feel like I don't even know who you are because you have all of these like secret things that you just." I was like, "That's because you don't show all of your cards when you first get married. You gotta keep them on your toes."
You guys go to a cricket game for some reason. They're like, "Hey, anybody out there can like play cricket?" And you're like, "I don't know. Let me give it a shot." You're just fucking smacking the ball, doing a birdie or something.
Smack it up, smack it up.
I smack the ball, I run it back and forth.
Now I will say that like tennis, I've never been able to really do. Like I there's no angle. I just hit it like a baseball.
Me, you, pickleball court.
I'm not interested in tearing my Achilles.
Yeah, fucking smoke you in some pickleball, dude. Fucking
I've never played pickleball.
spike
so.
it on you. Yeah, come on, bounce off your legs and shit. Yeah, dude.
No.
Get roasted.